All right, let's check this out. So we got the top defensive. Let's go cornerback, D tackle, free safety. So we're just gonna go all defense because that's all they dropped is just defense. But they still showing. I think they still showing. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's fixed. Okay. So obviously Myles Garrett got a 99. Micah Parsons got a 98 with 90 speed. Sheesh. Chris Jones got a 97. Dexter Lawrence got a 97. I knew Dexter Lawrence was good. I didn't know he was like that. Yeah, I watch football. Yeah, do y'all think he's on the same level as Chris Jones? And I'm being genuine because I don't watch Dexter Lawrence like that for real. He got 99 strength. Dexter Lawrence got 99 strength. That's tough. Okay. I will remember that. Okay. Fred Warner with 97 overall, 88 speed. Pat Surtain got a 97. That's interesting. A 97? I mean, coming off of a defensive player of the year award, I would assume I'd assume he'd be a 99. But I guess Max Crosby with a 96, TJ Watt with a 96. Where is Trey Hendrickson? He's not up here? That's interesting. Gonzo with a 95. Derek Brown with a 95. Jesse Bates with a 95. Nick Bosa 95. Cam Hayward and Jalen Ramsey. Oh, Steelers got a stacked defense. Goodness gracious. They got a 94, 94, 96. Goodness gracious. Roquan Smith with a 94. Thingley kind of low. That's what it's looking like. They got Trent McDuffie right here and Sauce. I wouldn't take neither one of them or Ramsey right now. That's my opinion. I wouldn't take them over Sting. Trent McDuffie, Aiden Hutchinson with a 93. Stingley with a 93. A 93 is good, but I wouldn't take those guys over him. But they've been doing it, I guess, playing at a higher level longer, so they're gonna give them that. That's just Madden. I ain't gonna lie, I don't fully agree with, and this has less to do with Stingley than it does with seeing some of them rookie ratings. I just don't agree with how Madden does ratings. It's like the logic is not consistent for every player. It's not at all. Derwin James 93. Matabuke 93. Vita Vea 93. Xavier McKinney 93. Xavier got a 93. Okay, I guess that's not too bad. The next high safety got a 95. Buda Baker with a 92. Jeffrey Simmons with a 92. Marlon Humphrey with a 92. Minka Fitzpatrick with a 92. Trey Hendrickson got a 92. I would assume Trey to be higher, but I have sparingly heard y'all say stuff about his run defense. I don't know if that's accurate or not. So I guess I could take it with a grain of salt. But the book should not be that high. Antoine Winfield Jr. 91. Bobby Wagner 91. Daniil Hunter 91. Jair got a 91. They got a lot of 90s on that Ravens defense. They got a 91, a 92, a 94, and a 93. Quinnen Williams 91. Demario Davis a 90. Denzel Ward 90. Jalen Carter 90. That's the first Eagles player I seen. I don't know why. I guess Eagles just gonna be like balanced probably. They're not gonna be top heavy. The highest Eagles defender is rated a 90. That's interesting. Josh Allen 90, Kirby Joseph 90. Kirby got a 90 after that type of season. What the heck? Had an all-pro season. That's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. He should be way higher than that. That's wild. Is Zelda 90 is low in my opinion? No, I agree with you on that. I'm not gonna lie. Trey is just not on the same level as Hutch, Miles, TJ, or Micah. Eagles don't even have a top 10 defense in overall matter. And Kyle Hamilton with a 90. Yeah, that Ravens defense is gonna be scary on Madden. I ain't gonna lie. They got 3 90 pluses in the secondary. They got a 90 plus on the D line and a 90 plus in the linebacker core. That's gonna be a scary defense to play against. Brian Branch 89, best safety duo. Jalen Johnson 89, Will Anderson Jr. 89, DeForest Buckner 88, Levante David 88, Zach Bond 88. I guess that's reasonable considering, you know, Zach Bond had a huge jump, but based off of last year, he had a really good season. Like he could be slightly higher, but it is what it is. 87 for Foyesade, 86 for Dre Greenlaw. Bro, I forgot the Broncos got him. Oh my gosh. And that's it. That's it for the top defensive players that were dropped today. Ravens defense is gonna be kind of scary to play against. I'm assuming the Eagles, but the Eagles are probably balanced. It's a bunch of high 80s all over the board. What I'm gonna assume with the Eagles, like 85 plus all over the board on their defense. Steelers is an interesting one. They might be top heavy. I don't know. I think they might be. 3 Texans up here, which is cool to see. I think Texans gonna be a balanced defense too. Some Jets up here, multiple Jets. It's only 2, maybe. Well, YouTube, y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section on these defensive ratings. We got the top defensive players. Let me know what y'all think. Drop a like button. I will catch y'all later tonight. We'll be live on Twitch after the Hall of Fame game. So, yeah, subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. Okay, so they also dropped the top 10 per offensive position as well. So we're gonna check that out. You know, it's a lot. I might just, should I do O-line? It'd be a lot to scroll through. Let's just run through it. It's cool. Okay, so we got Derrick Henry at a 98, George Kittle at a 98, Joe Burrow at a 97. Okay, Joey. He probably he's all you gotta do is just keep playing. He gonna be at a 99 by the end of the year. Trent Williams with a 97, Amon-Ra with a 96, Jordan Mailata with a 96. Kittle's gonna be at a 90, 99, and Henry. Penei Sewell, Jahmyr Gibbs got a 95. Jeez. Hey, elite. So Jahmyr Gibbs is the third best running back on the game. All right. So should have been a 98. Yeah, he right there though. He right there. CeeDee Lamb 95. Patrick Mahomes with a 95. Quinn Miners with a 95. Tyreek Hill with a 95. Chris Lindstrom with a 94. C-Mac with a 94. Reed Humphrey with a 94. Laramie Tunsil with a 94. Terry McLaurin with a 94. Shout out to Terry, got a 94. Okay. AJ Brown with a 93. Why does AJ have a 90? Why is AJ, no offense to Terry, but why is AJ rated lower than Terry? AJ didn't have he had a down year last year. Oh snap! I forgot to post. Crap. 1 second. I don't know nothing about AJB being hurt, but maybe he was. Joe Thuney with a 93. Mike Evans 93. Shout out to Mike. Travis Kelce with a 93. Bijan Robinson with a 92. So Bijan is ranked the 5th best running back in the game. Joe Mixon, number 6. I see you. I see Joe up there. We got Drake London with a 91. Trey McBride with a 92. Bijan, 92, 91 speed. His agility is an 89. Change of direction is a 91. Okay. What's Gibbs agility and change of direction? Gibbs agility 93, change of direction 92. Okay. Trav should have been a little lower. They gonna keep Trav up there as long as he doesn't like. Cause if I'm being honest, no, Trav was not great last year, but their offense changed last year. They weren't pass heavy anymore, so it's like even him getting targets, it wasn't that like they. I don't know the percentage, but they. This is the most I've seen the Chiefs. Last year was the most I've seen the Chiefs run the ball. This is the most balanced I've ever seen the Chiefs. So I mean, he wasn't a priority in the offense. It's kind of like how Diggs was with the Bills. Good player on the roster, but you're just not the priority no more. We're going a little bit more run heavy. I don't know what's up with that transition, but you know, him creating separation is another conversation, but still just not prioritized as much as he previously was. Where Mark Andrews 91, Brock Bowers with a 90. He gonna be at about a 95 by the end of the season, 95, 96 probably. Devontae Adams with a 90. Josh Jacobs with a 90. Love to see the vet still up here. David Njoku 89. I feel like Njoku could be in the 90s, but I guess. James Cook 89. Jonathan Taylor 88. That's interesting. Matthew Stafford 88. TJ Hawkinson 88. And so Ashton Genty is up here too. Some of the rookies are starting to blend in a little bit. Pat Ricard with an 83. Reggie Gilliam 79. They're gonna do the top 10 fullbacks as well. Okay, well that's that. CJ Ham 75. So just putting some of these guys on here. Alec Ingold 74. Okay. Well, I don't have as many complaints with the offensive ratings as I do with the defense. I think the defense is a little bit more iffier. Like it ain't terrible, but you know, a little iffier. But where's Neighbors? Oh, that's interesting actually. So Neighbors is not in the top 10 for receivers by these rankings. That's interesting. So either he's a 90 or he's a high 80. He's a 90 that just didn't make it, or maybe he's an 89. So the top 10 wide receivers in the NFL according to Madden: Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra. No Nico Collins? Am I tripping? What the heck? Nah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. I don't know how many. Nico missed like 6 games and still got 1,000 yards. That's actually wild. Bro, it's not like he had a down year. Like, for them to give C-Mac a 94, considering how much time C-Mac missed, but don't give Nico Collins somewhere in the 90s is a little wild to me. That's actually crazy. Um, so Amon-Ra is the third best receiver. CeeDee Lamb is the fourth best receiver. Tyreek Hill is the fifth best receiver. Terry McLaurin is the sixth. AJ Brown is the seventh. To each his own on that. Mike Evans is the eighth. Drake London the ninth, and Devontae Adams is the 10th. I could see them giving BTJ and Neighbors like 89s just because they coming off rookie years. That's just going off of Madden logic. But yeah, Nico not been up here a little while. I didn't care about Tyreek there. I still think Tyreek is a top receiver. That's just a down year. I mean, prior to last year, he just had 1,800 yards in the season. I mean, I think that's just a down year. I thought I was going to be done with this video, but this is interesting. So ranking of running backs, top 10. Saquon is 1, Derrick Henry 2, Jahmyr Gibbs is 3, C-Mac is 4, Bijan is 5, Joe Mixon is 6, Josh Jacobs 7, James Cook 8, Jonathan Taylor 9. But they only give us 9 running backs because Ashton Genty's not 10. They only give us 9 running backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need that post. Let me see. Where's that at? Dude dropped that link earlier. Which one is this? What's this? Top 10 wide receivers. Top 10 quarterbacks. I didn't see Jaden Daniels up there. Am I tripping? What the heck? Hold on. Let's hold on before I do that. Let me finish this with the running backs. Stay on topic real quick. That's a little off. His defense. So no, they haven't released the top 10 running backs. It's all defense. Okay. I ain't got too much to say about the running backs. I don't got too much to say about those. Let's go to quarterbacks. Quarterback QB. Oh, they only posted the, so on here they're not posting everything. Okay, that's understandable. Okay. Then K9 to 88. Okay, top 10 quarterbacks: Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes is 4. Matt Stafford 5. Jared Goff with an 87 is 6. Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield. Baker only got an 85. Are we serious? He played, bro. Baker played great last season. Jaden Daniels played great last season. I would give both of them like 88s if I'm being honest. Like much closer to 90. That's all he posted. Top 10 running backs. Saquon 1, Derrick Henry. Well, we already went over the top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Kenneth Walker is number 10 with the 88 overall. Okay. Offensive lineman. Lane Johnson is number 1. Eagles got 2. Only 2 on here? Okay. I thought I was going to get the counting. Eagles got 2 on here. Lions, they got 2 on here? Nah, just 1. Okay. Tight ends, top 10 tight ends. Only ones we missed were Dallas Goedert at 8, Sam Laporta at 9, Evan Ingram at 10. I think Evan Ingram could be higher than an 85. He was injured a significant amount last year, but I wouldn't be mad at him being an 88. I wouldn't be mad at Njoku being a 90. Outside of that, though, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. I think that's it. Top 10 safeties. Kirby Joseph is being a 90 is wild. I'm not gonna lie. There's no. If I'm being honest, I think you should give Kirby Joseph a 95. Based off how he played last season. I could be wrong, but he was an All-Pro, first team All-Pro, if I'm not mistaken. Brian Branch, 89. Harrison Smith, 88. Branch gonna crack that 90 pretty easy. Love to see both of the edge defenders for the Texans on here. Defensive tackles, already seen all of those. Linebackers. Okay, so we were missing Bobby Okereke at 9 and Devin Lloyd at 10. Cornerbacks. Got all the cornerbacks already. So that's that. I look like that's that. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Some of these ratings are pretty iffy, but hey, that's Madden for you. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.